Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am MK Jabintaj. Today giving you the knowledge about second program of CPL lab for first or second sem BE CBCS VTU 2018 scheme students. Here second program is finding the roots of quadratic equation for different values of its coefficients. Quadratic equation we all know that have two roots. We can find the roots of quadratic equation by inspection method also and by factor method also. But if we are unable to find by these two methods, we go for formula method. And the formula for finding the quadratic equation is, see here. Let the general form of quadratic equation be ax square minus bx ax square plus bx plus c. A square plus bx plus c. This is a general form of quadratic equation. Here the coefficients are a, b and c. Let the coefficients be a, b, c. Then the two roots of the quadratic equation becomes root 1 minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, and root 2 becomes minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay. Now let us see the program. Once we first we execute the program and then we go for tracing. This is the program. See here. First header files, square root and all comes. So here we use math.h. Okay. Header file, which have all the requirements for doing mathematical calculations. Here math.h and standard input output header file stdio.h. Then we have taken here data type for our coefficients of quadratic equation, discriminant, root 1, root 2 and real part and imaginary part as double. Then this sentence will be printed on the output screen to asking to enter the three coefficients of quadratic equation, and it takes the values what we enter through scanf statement and gives it to calculate. Okay, then calculation will be done. We take this formula method, no, this value b square minus 4ac as discriminant. This is just a notation here to this part of formula for finding the quadratic equation. Then it says if discriminant is greater than 0, then roots are calculated by these formulas, root 1 and root 2, and then root 1 and root 2 are printed here. We can see. Okay, then if else if discriminant is equal to 0, then root 1 and root 2 is calculated by this formula and we get the result and get printed on the output screen. Okay, and if discriminant is not equal, not greater than means less than 0, then we calculate real part by this method, imaginary part by this method. Okay, lesser than 0 values may be of minus values. Okay, for that imaginary part and real part we have to find, because minus something becomes we have to separate it by root minus 1. It becomes I, root of minus 1, and it the value coming with that root of minus 1 becomes imaginary value, and then the result will be printed. See, this is the program. For first, I have double clicked on C++ software and opened the new file and named it as B and saved as b.c and typed this program. Now let us see the execution. Compile and run. Then give inputs, coefficient values. These are the output roots of quadratic equation. For the coefficients 1, comma, minus 5, comma, 6. Now for second type of coefficients. Root 1 and root 2 are equal, that is minus 2. Now for third kind, imaginary roots. See here. Again, fourth possibility of coefficients. Invalid roots. Okay. See here. Now let us see the tracing. I have taken the same values here for the coefficients for 4 different cases. First is roots of a quadratic equation. This is the general form of quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now let the coefficients be a comma b comma c, then two roots are calculated by these formulas. Now to simplify the formula, first let us take discriminant is equal to square root of b square minus 4ac. Okay, this is common here in the both the formulas, so take it as separate value. Discriminant is equal to square root of b square minus 4ac. Then root 1 becomes minus b plus discriminant divided by 2a, and root 2 becomes minus b minus discriminant divided by 2a. Okay, case first. Let the coefficients be 1, 5, minus 5, 6. Okay, 1 minus 5, 6. Then the discriminant value becomes here after substituting the coefficient values. Square root of 1 is equal to 1. Okay. Then by substituting the discriminant value in the formula here above, in this root 1 and root 2, substituting the b values, a values and discriminant values, we get root 1 is equal to 3. Okay, see the calculation here clearly mentioned, and root 2 becomes 2. Okay, so the roots are real and distinct. Okay, for discriminant value we got 1 which is greater than 0. If the discriminant value is greater than 0, then the roots are real and distinct. See here in the program. Here, if the discriminant is greater than 0, real and different roots will appear. Okay, now let us see for second case. Second case, let the coefficient be a comma b comma c and its values a is equal to 1, b is equal to 4 and c is equal to 4. Okay, now calculate the discriminant value. First, substituting b, a, c values, we get a discriminant is equal to 0. Okay, now for the above mentioned formulas for root 1 and root 2, substitute the coefficient values and discriminant values. Then root 1 becomes minus 2, root 2 becomes minus 2. Then so for discriminant value equal to 0, both the roots are real and equal. See here in the program. If discriminant is equal to 0, then roots are real and equal. Okay, we are calculating the formulas, the values by taking root 1 formula, root 2 formula here, root 1 formula and root 2 formula here. If we go on calculating by substituting the coefficients, we get the result. Now let us see third case. Third case, let coefficients be a comma b comma c. Let the values be a is equal to 1, b is equal to 3 and c is equal to 3. Find the discriminant value by substituting the values of a, b, c. We get this I into 0.1732050. Okay. Now let us calculate the values of root 1 and root 2 by using the above formulas. Okay. Substituting the values, we get this as root 1 minus 1.5 plus I 0.866025, and for root 2 minus 1.5 minus I 0.866025. Okay, here roots are real and imaginary. Okay, see here. Roots are not real. Sorry, roots are not real. Means imaginary I comes here. So these are not real values. We get imaginary roots. Here also change. Roots are not real and imaginary. Okay. So third condition is satisfied. For seeing the invalid inputs, let us see case 4. Here let the coefficients be a comma b comma c and values 0, 1, 2 respectively. Calculate the value of discriminant here. 1 it becomes. Then calculate the root 1 and root 2. These are invalid values we get. Okay, so the invalid inputs, a should not be equal to 0. Okay, this is all about second program of a CPL lab. Okay, this is all about the tracing and this is the execution. We got the same values now. I hope you understood. Thank you. Before quitting, I want to tell one thing that here we have taken the data type as double. For double data type, we take LF, that is long float, and in the answer we have used here percentage 0.2 LF, that is two digits after decimal points will appear in the answer. Okay, you have to remember this all. Okay, I hope you understood. Thank you.